Ah, bonjour. I am Jean-François Herouet. You may know me as Voltaire. I am known as the father of the Enlightenment, and I'm going to explain to you on how my letters to multiple people in France might have incited the French Revolution. Let's go back in time before all of that, and I want to explain to you how I became who I am. And let's start with the family. I was, of course, one of 5 children in our household. My father, I have a lot to say, but this is not a long enough presentation, and not many good things would come of it. He wanted me to be an advocate. I think the English word is lawyer. That is not something I wanted to be. I felt that life was much better with a pen in your hand, or quill. So I'm much better, more comfortable with those things. And so I didn't want to become a lawyer. It was not for me, so I went against my father's wishes and was exiled for no reason all over the countries, and sometimes for no reason at all. So that was not fair to me. Many of my letters, of course, went to many of the kings, noblemen, all the popes and the bishops of different countries, especially in France. I was very upset with how the country was going, the laws. I'm constantly, always, still to this day, questioning the church and the state in itself. The laws are so unjust, they're so unfair, they're unfair with the freedom of speech. You can't say what you want with the freedom of religion. C'est pas comme ça, c'est ridicule, c'est pas magnifique, c'est un bon pays de vivre en ce moment. And you walk around, your heels are not high enough. You get decapitated. You can't speak what you want. Your face is not white enough. You get decapitated. How is this fair? Maybe you run out of Louis Vuitton, L'Oreal. I don't know what happens. But this is what happens, and you get killed for that. It's so corrupt and unfair. Priests becoming bishops and popes when they haven't even learned the Hail Mary before that. How is that possible? You have to go through the chain of effects, and it's just not happening. Anyway, I believe that my letters have caused a revolution. How could they not? I wrote to everyone. And right now, I believe that in on my next greatest work of art, chef d'oeuvre, it is called Candide. And this is a masterpiece, I have to say, my most famous work. I think it is still in print in the States, in this time, the 21st century, which is amazing. I did not think it would get that far. And the main point of this, my story on Candide, is how can humanity survive? I mean, all the catastrophes that happen in the world, with the earthquakes and all the floods, the STDs, the sexually transmitted disease, and the war and the greed, infidelity, people are cheating like we do as a poker. It's not fun. How can this be? How can humanity still be alive? And you ask yourself this question, this deep question, that there has to be a God in order for all of this to happen, and yet humanity survives. Now that to me is just amazing, and that is how and what my Candide is all about. And I just think that all of you should read it. Anyway.
I was born a slave to freedom.
But I think that should be how it is, and I believe I must go. I think the revolution is happening.
Not the corrupt, not the ambitious,
I
not the
must go.
outlaws of society.